Greetings to YouTubers. Anybody watching my videos still? I know it's been a while since I've made a video. I've kind of been out of commission. Life and stuff gets in the way. It kind of got in the way in a big way in my life because I've been in the hospital for a while. I went into the hospital around November the 2nd. There was uh, I was going through pressure sore problems before that, and the wound clinic was looking at my pressure sore, and she noticed that there was metal trying to poke out of my thigh, which was from a previous surgery I had a long time ago. When I broke my legs, they put in 4 metal rods, 2 rods in each leg, and ever since that surgery, I've had problems. Metal rod, one after another, slowly trying to push its way out through my leg. So, there was a problem, and they noticed there was a small infection setting in. So, they're like, okay, send him to the emergency room. He needs to get checked out. So, yeah, we went to the hospital. We got x-rays and everything. And it was definitely another metal rod trying to poke out of the leg. So, yeah, we go in. We have one surgery to remove the metal rod. And there were complications. Yeah, apparently the metal rod was so wedged into the bone, so attached to it, that the surgeon had a really difficult time getting it out. And because of that, he ended up he ended up accidentally breaking the femur in 2 places. So after the surgery, I had a broken bone in 2 places, which wasn't great. I was in a lot of pain after the surgery. They had me in this kind of a leg harness thing to hold the leg straight, and anytime they had to roll me over in the bed or one way or the other, it was bad. It was really painful, and the surgeon was not happy with how the bone was trying to poke out of the thigh, just like the metal rod was. So he gave me several options. None of them were great options, but the majority of them involved putting more metal in the leg to keep the leg stable and stuff. But I was like, no, no, thank you. I've had my fair share of metal in the body, and my body does not like foreign materials inside it. It does not like having metal in it. Every time you put metal in my body rejects it and tries to shove it out. So I chose the last option. I chose to have the leg amputated. I feel it was the best course of action because there were no complications after that. And so I had the second surgery. I had my right leg amputated, a very high amputation. and I'm satisfied with it. I wanted them to take the other leg, but I didn't have a good enough. I didn't have a good enough reason for them to remove both legs, so for now I'm keeping my left leg. I mean, it just gets in the way, you know? I've got my left leg, I can't use it. All it does is hurt me. Like, it's constantly getting bumped into things. Ow, my foot hit this, but ow, my foot hit that. Ow, don't bend my leg that way, that hurts. It's just an annoyance. So I feel like just getting rid of both of them, but they wouldn't let me do that. And yeah, it's true. One amputation was hard enough to go through healing up. I'm still in the process of healing it up. I got home from the hospital the day before Christmas Eve. So I got home on December 23rd. And it does hurt a lot less than it did when I had the broken leg. Because I swear, broken bones, that is the worst pain you can have in life. Anytime you break a bone, that's gonna hurt the worst. And I'm doing a lot better now with the amputated leg. Although it still looks really swollen. Looking down at my little stump of a right leg, that thing looks so fat. My right thigh looks fat compared to my left. It's it's huge. My thigh is huge compared to my left thigh. I was surprised at how big it was. And when they took off the steri strips and the bandages and everything to look at the skin underneath at the stump, damn, it looks ugly. It's like, Frankenstein scarred and everything. It was surprising. I mean, I've been through multiple surgeries in my life and had scars from other surgeries, but whoa, looking at my amputated right leg stump, that was different. Um, they sent me home with liquid Dilaudid, which is like the best pain medicine ever. Man, that stuff, that really works. In the hospital, they gave it to me through IV, and oh my gosh, that's the best feeling right there. They give you IV Dilaudid, and it makes you feel like you're floating on a cloud, like you become weightless. You just hovering off the bed. It's a great feeling, I swear. Unfortunately, the liquid Dilaudid does not give you that same feeling. They give me 2 milliliters. I'm allowed to take it every 2 hours, but I don't take it every 2 hours. I don't feel like I need it that much. So basically, I take it whenever I'm in a lot of pain, or if I know I'm about to be positioned in a different way, like getting in and out of bed is uncomfortable, so I might take it 30 minutes before getting in or out of bed. Which, that's another bad thing about the liquid Dilaudid, is it takes 30 minutes to kick in, whereas the IV Dilaudid was instantaneous. It was instant, it was great, but I wasn't allowed to keep taking the IV. They wanted me off the IV because it's risky and stuff. So yeah, I got my pick line out. I don't have my pick line in the arm anymore, so no more drugs through IV. Just taking liquid Dilaudid now. And now I'm repeating myself. I think there's not much else to say. I'm in the process of healing up. I've been at home now since the 23rd, and slowly but surely I'm doing better. I'm not really up to gaming yet. I'm not at that point. I'm still rather sore sitting up. I'm just recording this brief video, and I'm not actually gaming yet or anything. I'm just recording this video to say that's what's been going on. And maybe within a month or two I'll be up to gaming again, but in the meantime I've just been laying back in my chair a lot of laying back because it hurts to sit up. So I've been laying back watching YouTube videos, lots and lots of YouTube videos and movies. Yep. So that's about it. That's what's been going on. Another reason why I'm probably not gonna jump right back into gaming is because my mods, Skyrim mods in particular, I've got to get them all set up on my new computer, which is gonna take a while, I bet. I just got Skyrim installed on this new computer, and yeah, I created a new character. He's a Briton. No, that does not mean I'm gonna play through the whole game again with another character. I just, no. I don't have the patience for that. I'm gonna try to get my mods configured to where they were when I left off with my previous character. And then I'm gonna try to get the mods just right, and I'll load that game and see if I missed anything or whatever, because it tells you. There's a software that tells you what exact plugins and mods that you had installed on a certain save file, so I'm gonna try to get that going, and then I'll be ready to pick up where I left off, which was to say I only had the Dragonborn DLC to complete with Skyrim. That's the only story stuff that I left out. So yeah, that's my last part, and then I'll be done with Skyrim. And I've got Fallout 4, but I have not touched it yet. And I didn't really want to touch Fallout 4 until the modding community has fixed, like, the majority of the bugs that Bethesda has. That's the problem with Bethesda. I think they are relying way too much on the modding community to fix their glitches and errors. Which, is good and bad. I mean, I love that they've embraced the modding community, but they should really release the game without all these bugs. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, I think that's all there is to say. I got a new computer, I got a new mouse and keyboard. It's a Mionix mouse. It's really nice and sensitive, so I don't have to move it around too much. Because, like most people, I'm not capable of picking up and moving the mouse to move it around. I have to rely on a complete spin. So I like it to be really sensitive so I can barely move it, but it turns 360. That's just what I need. But yeah, that's all there is to say. I've got everything set up. Nice new computer, and I put my, well, I'll just put my computer specs in the description for convenience sake. Even though I already posted them on my Facebook. But whatever. Take care, everyone, and have a happy 2016. It's going to be a great year. I know it is. Take care, and peace out, and stuff.